Hello everybody, I am back again, and this time with a size comparison video. So I wanted to show you baby Isla. She's over here to the right, and I would think she would be a good 1-month-old baby, a month and a half, if she was a real baby, and he would be my brand new newborn slash preemie. So as you can see, her legs are much more relaxed. His is still all scrunched up. As far as width goes, she is just a little bit chunkier here in the thigh, just a tad. I mean, not much. They're both on the newborn size body. And then there they are with their heads. As you can see, she is much bigger than he is as far as her circumference of her head. So I can see the differences in paint styles, obviously, immediately when I painted her compared to when I painted him. When I painted her, I went by a certain tutorial, like step by step, and tweaked the little things. With him, I went my own path. Took a little bit here, took a little bit there, and I got more relaxed and more, what's the right word? Comfortable with painting. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on. I wanted just to show you, the size between them. Because I know it's very hard and very deceiving when you look on camera and you watch a video and you think that baby looks pretty big. In reality, it's all due to the camera. But another thing with Elijah here is I changed his eyes. I took these eyes out of my Sebe kit by Elisa Marks. And that baby now is my son's baby. So Luke has fallen in love with my Noah and has loved him ever since I reborn him. And he was sitting over there by Blossom the whole time and not really doing anything, obviously. But Luke would play with him. Luke would come in and pretend to feed him a bottle or, put a blanket on him or pick him up. And I said, Luke, do you want to have him? And he was like, yeah, Mom. But he was heavy. So I took a lot of the weight out of him. I switched his eyes to acrylic eyes, and I took the glass ones out. And just made it a little bit more toddler friendly for him. And he doesn't have a magnet, so don't worry about that. Little Noah doesn't have a magnet in him. And he changed his name from Noah to Jonah because Jonah is my oldest twin son. And I thought that was so sweet. So now Noah is Jonah, and Jonah is with my son, Luke. That's his baby. And of course, you will see him from time to time, popping in and out. I'll probably, take a video with Luke changing his baby. But when I first got into the hobby, before there were those baby loungers, we were all kind of thinking about what should we put our babies in. And a lot of us couldn't afford to buy cribs or the smaller cribs or pack and plays. And I forgot who started it, but they were using little tiny laundry hampers, just a little laundry hamper, the plastic ones. And Walmart sells them, and they are so small, literally the size of a 21-inch baby, because Jonah, I was about to say Noah, my son's baby, he fits perfectly in there. I would say about an inch extra from the 21 inches that's in there. And it's narrow, and it makes the perfect little bed for a reborn. And when I was in the hobby a decade ago, we all were getting those little hampers and we were decorating them. And some people who were really super talented and had a sewing machine were sewing little like bassinet covers and really decking them all out. It was so cool to see. I never made mine that fancy. I didn't have a sewing machine, nor did I sew at the time. Now I do sew, but of course I really don't have too much free time now that I'm reborning. But I really want to make Luke a cover for that little hamper, because He pushes that thing around the house. Like, he took it to bed last night and then he brought it out in the morning. And I just thought it was so super cute that he's so involved and is so loving towards the reborns, just like my Ethan and my Jonah. They're all sweet boys. So for right now, I have Isla, Elijah, and then Blossom here, my sweet girl. She's rocking her new headband from Shein. And those came in, oh goodness, yesterday or the day before in the mail. I just haven't shared them with you guys, but I just love this little girl to bits. And so she sits here on this chair I have with stuffed animals, and this is where Noah was, right next to her. So I mean, literally, it does me joy to see that my son is playing with one of the babies I made, and I'm totally fine with it because I made it. So, you know, if something goes wrong, I can repair it, I can fix it. But there she is. She looks so cute sitting there. I gotta change her. And then this is the little dresser that my husband bought me for Mother's Day, along with the desk, L-shaped desk that I use for reborning. And the knob is missing right there because I took all the handles off and I painted the little dresser. But this screw right here was too long when the people put it on. And when I went to go put it back on, I was like, honey, it's not fitting correctly. So we have to switch the screws. Excuse me. So it's kind of a, I guess, work in progress, I guess. But the top drawer, this is where I keep Isla. This is where her basket is. I want to get another basket right here. And then Blossom, she just always sits on the chair. So I just haven't gone back to TJ Maxx yet and got another basket. But anyway, I think the knob just popped off. Yes, it did. Yeah, there we go. I fixed it. Good as new. I forgot this one has to E6000. I got the dresser for $15, so can't complain, right? Anyway, so I got these different bows. I got these big ones here. These colors. And these. I mean, you cannot beat Shein with their bows. I'm telling you, like, this would be a fortune if I bought bows somewhere else at a boutique or something. So I bet you any money when I bought these at Once Upon a Child, that's where they probably came from, Shein, because the material for the headband is exactly the same. It's like a little nylon stocking. These little vintage bottles, I love these. I have 3 of them, and Luke has the boy, the little boy one. And these were gifted to me by my one of my favorite reborn artists, Mandy from Chrysalis Dolls, and she sent those to me. And she collects vintage baby items, and I have just never gotten rid of those because they don't make Playtex bottles anymore. It's very, very hard to find them, the vintage ones. I know there was one left on the market, but it's not a vintage one, Playtex. And I just love them. I have to actually refill them. I have bags for them and use them in a video. But I have like little, little booties in here, and that's what's in the top drawer. And then my girl stuff is in the second drawer, newborn, and then the 3 to 6 months is in there, and then the bottom drawer is boys. So I just have to fix that knob. So pardon the way it looks right now. Like I said, I'm ordering, or I got to pick up E6000 today. I'm just carrying these eyeballs around. I do want to show you the kit that I got yesterday. So let me put you down for a second and move Isla's bed, and we can do it right here. There's really good lighting right here. And I would rather do it right here. So just give me a minute. Sorry if I'm making you sick. Okay. So me get a little blanket so that way I'm gonna have to move Elijah here. We can put him in a little basket right now. Oh, you're such a little guy. So I'll just lay this changing mat on here. I used to use this for my own sons. This little changing mat right there. It's so cute. Okay, so here's the box. Like I said, I opened it up yesterday. And if you've been around the reborn community for many years, you'll know this sculpt immediately as soon as I take it out of the box. So bear with me, I still have not gotten a tripod. Priorities, right? Priorities. Now I've already unwrapped the baby. This is not how it came. It was wrapped very nice. Lots of bubble wrap and tissue paper and very well protected. So this is not how the baby came to me. So here is one leg. Oops. One leg. Two legs. And this is not a toddler kit. One hand. This hand is a clue right here. I mean, the legs you may not be able to know, but once you see this hand right here, this next hand that's coming out, you're gonna know immediately who this is. Okay, so if you already know, I'm sure you're shouting it through the screen right now on who this baby is, because like I said, this hand right here gives it away. And now for the cherry on top. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get the COA. And I do have a body in here as well. Goodness gracious. Okay. So here is this beautiful baby. And this baby I had in my collection years and years and years and years ago. At first I had it as a boy, and then I named it Chloe. It was a girl. And trying to balance her head. But there you go. So if you guys know, you know. And if you don't know, this is Tegan. Tegan is made by Laura Lee Eagles. And there is the Tegan. And she is 683 out of 750. This is back in the day when they had very low numbers on kits. And I actually liked it like that. Me and my artist friend who I purchased this from, we were talking about that. And, you know, just the thrill of knowing that you only had $750, you know, and you had to hurry and get online and buy the baby before anybody else did. But I love Laura Lee Eagles. She's an amazing sculptor. I did get to meet her at one of the doll shows, along with other talented reborn sculptors. And this baby has always been in my heart, and I always wanted another Tegan. If I ever got back in the hobby, it was going to be a Tegan or a Noah. And I love the Noah sculpt. And the Noah sculpt's not by Laura Lee Eagles, just to let you know. That's another older sculpt, 3/4 arms, and I believe full legs. And that's a Riva Chic baby. Again, sold out kit. I believe you can buy the kit, but I remember a reborn artist telling me that it's not exactly the same. So anyway, you can tell by the vinyl, it's very peachy. yellowy, not like the vinyl that we have today, but the details on this sculpt down to the fontanelle on the top of the head, to those beautiful shaped lips, to the cupid's bow, the nostrils, the ears. You can see the indentation on the face right here on her forehead. You can feel it. There's no lack of detail that Laura Lee did on this baby. The hands are incredible. You can see the bone structure in the hand, the tendons of how the baby is stretching. This leg in particular, how it is stretched out, and you can see like the baby's tendon and bone here, the ankle bone. I mean, this is not even painted, and it's perfection. Perfection. This baby has some big feet. I would say about a size 2 foot. I mean, to me, everybody wants to classify Tegan as a toddler, but if you've had children, I would say this baby was 11 months, maybe going on a year old, 10 months, 10, 11 months, but not like 2 or 3 years old, because this baby is only 23 inches when completed, 23 to 24. So a lot of people just want to classify it as a, you know, that she's a huge toddler. You know, she's not. He or she, I don't know who this is going to be yet, but it's such a pleasure to have this baby back in my collection. And like I said, I don't know yet what I want to do with her or him, but I just love looking at this face. It makes me so happy. Oh, she does have a very large head. I couldn't even imagine trying to root that head. The vinyl on kits like this are much tougher, much harder to root. And I bet a lot of needles are probably broken on this kind of vinyl. I wouldn't want someone to root her. I would want painted hair. I'm just a big fan of painted hair, guys. I mean, I've had both, and I just like the less fuss of having real hair. Yes, real hair, when done correctly, looks gorgeous. I mean, the realism, okay? But the way that they're painting real hair now, I mean, you can't even tell. And then you don't have to worry about laying the baby down, about the hair getting dry, brushing it, or it rubbing and falling out. You know, I used to travel a lot with my babies. I used to take my reborns out a lot. I used to do a lot of reborn outings. You can go in my past videos. So sometimes I would have them in a stroller. Sometimes I would have them in a car seat. Sometimes I would have them in a dolly bag. And the dolly bags were amazing. They're by Suzanne Gibbs. And if you go to the doll show this year, I'm sure she should be there. But she makes dolly bags. And when you're not using the bag, it looks just like a regular tote. And then when you're not using it, or say when you are using it, I'm sorry, you can make it a bassinet. It like cuffs under, and it's a bassinet for your baby. And it will hold a good, I would say 23-inch baby, which she would be. So I would take that with me everywhere I would go. And I didn't want to worry about their hair. You know, when you're taking reborns out, and not necessarily are you taking them out in a car seat, you worry about that stuff. So I really wish I was going to the show this year. I really wish, but I didn't know until very last minute, and I've got just so many things on my plate this year, especially in May. So I'll just have to think about next year. But anyway, this is one of my dream babies to have back in my collections. And yes, she is a 3/4 arm baby and full legs. So her legs, they're not side loading, they're front loading. And to me, I just love this kit so much. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me that she doesn't have full arms or he doesn't have full arms. When you've been in a hobby for this period of time and you have collected a lot, you start to realize what really does matter and what really doesn't. And for me, yeah, it's great to have full arms. It really is. But when you love a certain sculpt, like this beautiful face right here, you gotta give. And it definitely takes me back to a very happy time in my life. Very, very happy time. And it just, like I said, it brings back a lot of memories, good memories. So I can't wait to get this baby reborn and share this baby with you. But yeah, thank you to my wonderful friend Kimberly at Kimberly's Cocoon for selling this gorgeous kit to me. She also has a Tegan. She sold quite a bit of her sculpts that she had that she was not going to reborn. And I seen that she was selling this baby on reborns.com, and I messaged her, and thank goodness this baby didn't sell yet. And I'm super excited. Yeah. So anyway, here's this gorgeous guy in his sister's little basket. Yeah. And about these babies, I think someone asked me if I kept all the babies I'm making. Well, so far, yes, I am. I've only made, currently in my possession, I have 4 babies I've made so far. The rest I've given to family members for presents and things like that. So as I get further along and I get better, of course, these babies will go to family, or I could possibly sell them if someone was interested, but I'm not having anyone that are like super interested. I think I had one person who was interested in my Sebe kit, but that's in my son's possession now. But you know, I'm just gonna take it how it goes, and if I ever sell a baby, great. If I don't, I don't. I'm really trying to make babies for myself right now and get really honed in on the craft, and then hopefully one day I get my skills where they need to be, and then I could possibly sell, whether it be just the kit painted and they assemble the baby themselves, or I just paint a bunch of babies and I say, here, this is what's available, pick one. Pick one and PayPal me, Venmo me, and ship the baby off. You know, I want to try to make it as easy as possible. I don't want to have headaches, or, you know, I know that's kind of hard to not have things happen, because there's always sometimes things happen, but for right now, I'm just trying to concentrate on just working and honing in on my craft. So I am happy to share all these little ones with you. Thank you so much for your wonderful feedback, your beautiful support. It means so much to me. It definitely boosts my morale and keeps me going, knowing I'm in the right direction. Even the constructive criticism, that helps. Everyone was very nice about it. You know, they weren't mean, and it was just great. Everything's been really great, and I hope and it continues to go that way. There was one or two nasty comments, but you know, that happens. That happens when you're here on YouTube and you're in the public eye. You make videos and it's prone that somebody is going to come on here and say something that is not so nice. But for every really one bad comment, you've got 20 wonderful ones, and so you've got to concentrate on the good. So yeah, I will start on another baby. I would say maybe Friday I'll start on another kit, and if you go to my Instagram page, you're gonna see it there first. Then I'll do a YouTube short clip of what baby I'm working on. That's where I usually share before I completely make a big video. It's just faster for me. So anyway, guys, have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. We're going to be off to Kung Fu class. Yep. And I'm I'm so proud of my boys. So proud of my boys. I love watching them in their karate class. I love it. I love martial arts. All right, guys. Take care. Toodles.